Alrighty, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. Planet Green Trees episode officially number 196. We're calling it Clemency. And you might have heard in the background there's all kinds of stuff happening here. And let's see what I'm trying to do.
It means the studio's getting loud.
Yes, it is.
I brought soft food so we could chew quietly, but that didn't work.
Where's the... Anyways, we don't have a lot of time, and I can't play around right now, according to my producer. And without further ado, and no intro this time, unfortunately, sorry, the one and only Rick Thompson of the Compassion Chronicles with the news.
Thank you very much for the intro, Michael. This is the news. I'm Rick Thompson. It is April 24th, 2014. Remember Senate Bill 660 and that planned import of Canadian commercial medical marijuana producer to the Michigan market? Well, guess what? A British Columbia producer of medical marijuana has voluntarily recalled a batch of its Purple Kush strain and is advising consumers not to consume that marijuana after a Health Canada inspection of the grower's operation turned up issues with its production practices. Now, in what's believed to be the first recall of medical cannabis in Canada, Greenleaf Medicinals is advising clients to immediately stop using any marijuana they still possess from a particular batch number. The batch number, quote, includes potential residues from use of unregistered pesticides, unsanitary production conditions, concerns with testing standards, and or control of plant materials. Now, Greenleaf couldn't be reached for comment, and its website appears to have been taken down, and the company's name does no longer appears on Health Canada's online list of authorized growers of medicinal marijuana. And, of course, Health Canada is working with other licensed producers to find a supply of marijuana for those clients affected by this recall. Now, if clients instead choose to destroy the product, hey, Chad, check this out. If the clients choose to destroy the marijuana that's infected with all of the pesticides, they should add water to the dried marijuana to render it unusable, then mix it with cat litter to mask the odor, and then dispose of it with regular household waste. They have a whole procedure to get rid of this infected cannabis.
It was prescribed by Health Canada for all the people that were growing. They had to dispose of their cannabis and plants that way as well. They're big kitty litter manufacturers up there, maybe.
I guess the
government's tapped in on that front.
Subsidizing the kitty litter industry.
Kitty litter industry.
The clay mines are humming up there with all of their Inuit slavery. I guess.
Cheeses and kitty litter.
Wow, that's pretty racist. There's about a dozen producers have been licensed by Health Canada.
Bunch of funny guy.
That's funny. All right. Now, entrepreneurs in southern Nevada are lining up by the hundreds to get on that state's medical marijuana program. Now, a single county, which is the largest county in Nevada, Clark County, received 209 medical marijuana business applications filed by a little over 100 legal entities, with about two-thirds of the submissions coming in, naturally, on the very last day they could be submitted. About 90 dispensaries, 70 cultivation sites, 45 production facilities, and just one application for a testing lab were received by the county. Now, those applicants have to meet a May 2nd deadline to submit zoning materials and a $5,000 non-refundable fee. Dispensary owners face stiff competition because they'll only grant 10 licenses for centers out of the 90 dispensaries that have been applied for. There are no caps on any of the other businesses. And Clark County is the first local government to begin accepting applications in Nevada. Las Vegas is still drafting regulations, as is North Las Vegas. I didn't realize there was a suburb like that. Now, both marijuana advocates and opponents are hailing a delay in Alaska's vote to legalize marijuana as a victory for their respective causes. Now, the measure seeks to legalize cannabis for adults 21 and over, will now appear in the November general election instead of the August primary. Now, the delay comes after the state's legislature failed to wrap up its current session on time. Opponents say that's a victory because they bumped it back from August. However, supporters say it's a victory because the November general election contains more potential voters. And a January survey of 850 registered Alaskan voters showed that 55% support legalizing marijuana and only 39% oppose the move. Now, this week, local ballot initiatives were making big news in Michigan as media announcements and articles have featured stories of success in several cities. Just to update you here, activists in Benzie County may be just one step away from guaranteeing their ordinance will get a spot on the ballot, even though they haven't collected a single petition signature. During the regular meeting on May 6th, the county commission could consider ordering the issue directly to the ballot. In March, a good friend of this program, Reverend Stephen Thompson, presented a draft version of the marijuana decriminalization ordinance to the commission, and when he told him he was going to collect petition signatures, that plan was eventually shot down. Now, a legal team has established a legal basis through which the commission can force that issue to the ballot without the signature drive, and they'll consider that information on May 6th. And the commission could vote on the issue that night. Reverend Thompson says, "We are the small county with a big heart," he says. And Tuesday, activists turned in petitions in both Oak Park and Hazel Park, putting the issue on the ballot in those cities on the August 5th primary ballot. Now, in Oak Park, they needed 1,150 signatures. They turned in 1,600 and collected them in about 3 weeks. In Hazel Park, they needed about 50 signatures, and they turned in over 100, took about 2 hours to collect. Hazel Park city officials have been very receptive and supportive. Earlier this month, Hazel Park Mayor Jack Lloyd and City Council person Andy LaCrue, a good friend of this program also, they were among the first to sign that petition. And that same team plans on gathering signatures in Berkeley starting on Monday. And activists are already circulating petitions and collecting signatures in Saginaw, too. Now, if placed on the ballot and ratified by voters, that would make it legal to possess or use small amounts of marijuana on private property for 21 and over. Local leader Kerry Justice, who's spearheading the effort in Saginaw, was with other supporters outside the Saginaw County Governmental Center on Tuesday, April 22nd. And it also looks like signature drives in Harrison and Clare are just about ready to collect signatures. Utica's effort is rolling along, too. Mike Lumetta is a confident and capable leader. Folks, that's it for the news. I'm Rick Thompson. It is April 24th, 2014. Back to you, Michael.